They did it. They put Lynn haters to rest. They actually did it. What's up, people of the world? It's me again, Alex Swimmer, aka EP3 Jumped In. Welcome to another Loudest episode review. Today I'm reviewing the episode Middlemen. And I don't even know where to begin. You know, all my Loud reviews are unscripted, but I'm just going to say what's on my mind for this video. Like, this is going to be even more disorganized and more just off the top of my head than usual, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. I mean, holy shit, I love this episode. Let's go right to the chase. I love this episode. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite episodes out of the week already, and even before Cheers for even before Cheers for Fears, like didn't expect anything to top that. But yeah, this is also one of my favorite episodes of season. You know what? Just season 3. It's not. This is one of my favorite episodes out of the entire series already, because it's. I was really looking forward to this one, and I guess I'll just give you a rundown of the plot really quick. When Lincoln and Clyde go to tour for their middle school orientation, Lynn gives them some questionable advice. And I want to give you a little bit of backstory, a little bit. You know, the show has always sort of, it's had continuity, but it was never episodic at the same time. Like, you know that started as early as like season 2 with Relative Chaos, and I feel like season 3 is the first season to really embrace the show's continuity. Like the last episode that I talked about just yesterday, reiterated continuity on Lenny's job from a previous episode, and this episode propels the show's continuity into the future by having Lincoln and Clyde going on their first middle school orientation. So yeah, I guess the whole philosophy about characters being frozen in time in this series just because it's a cartoon, I'm guessing that's going to be completely thrown into the toilet, because, you know, I don't think. I feel like it's the best for them to change that, since Lori is going to college and characters would have no choice but to age, and yeah, Lincoln and Clyde are no different. So I am betting by next season at the latest, Lincoln and Clyde will start their first year in middle school. So yeah, I feel like I needed to address that really quick before I address the meat and potatoes of this episode. And like I said, I'm gushing about this episode so much already. I mean, there's so much for me to I want to talk about, but not a lot of time to do it. So, I mean, I've been clamoring for an episode like this for a very long time, to have an episode where we show that Lynn truly is there for Lincoln, and we find out why, and I'll get to that later on. Because, you know, I feel like Lynn's the only sibling of Lincoln's that he hasn't completely mended fences with. Lori and Lola, he's done that with them over time, and they've developed really strong relationships. This is the first episode where I feel like he's done that with Lynn, because, you know, in this episode Lynn Jr. It really does want to help Lincoln and Clyde and give them advice on what to do in their first year of middle school. And, you know, that's the kind of heartwarming stuff that I wanted to see from her for a very long time. And I mean, it's like I said, just going off the top of my head, because this is one of those more emotional topics about season 3 that was hinted at sometime last year. And, you know, I love this episode for how touching it is, and because we find out something about Lynn that, you know, truly, we find out this episode has a first for a character, and we find out why Lynn Jr. is the way she is, and this I completely did not expect, like, before watching the episode. But Lynn Jr. is the way she is because of the fact, while she was giving Lincoln and Clyde advice about what to do in middle school, she was talking about this kid and telling them what not to do, because this new sixth grader who was having a hard time in middle school. And that kid winded up being Lynn Jr. herself. Yes, her first year in middle school, she was sort of a fish out of water, and she got bullied and picked on in her first year of middle school, and over time she winded up being having, you know, being tough and gruff around everyone. The reason why she's so goddamn gruff and tough is because she was just trying to defend herself when she was in middle school, and also because of the fact that she's, you know, she's doing that because she all this time she's showing tough love for Lincoln, and, you know, really does want to be there for him and to succeed. And this episode shows that tenfold. We finally get to see that side of Lynn, that Lynn has always had a soft side, and then developed this tough side until she was started to become being bullied. And yeah, like, holy crap, I completely did not expect that I did not expect that sort of backstory with Lynn. Would not have expected that at all before watching this. And, like, holy crap, that is awesome. And the fact that she wanted to protect him in the fight, which, at the end, that fight wasn't real. Those new kids were just trying to teach Lincoln and Clyde a lesson. But Lincoln was like, no, because he didn't want to be known as that kid who had other people pick his battles for him, and then have him be perceived as a wimp. And yeah, this episode just made me extremely fucking happy. I've been dying for an episode like this for a very long time, and I'm glad we finally seen, you know, a true proper soft side by Lynn for Lincoln, and we know how she truly is and was, and I just love it. I'm going to talk about this for hours on end. Now, this episode is also very relatable in that sense. About it handled the whole topic of bullying very well. When I first got into middle school, I was bullied for like a week, but then I told my principal, and then he put a fucking stop to that shit. My bullying ended like that, thank God. But obviously, every bullying situation is different. I'm not trying to compare my bullying situation to anyone else's, but I mean, holy shit. I only got about a minute more to talk, but overall, I give this episode, like, pretty much a 10 out of 10. Great backstory, a great way to handle a serious topic, and I love the backstory. We finally got, you know, a true backstory for a character, and finding out why they're the way they are, and I couldn't have asked for a better episode. I mean, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned for more episodes. Tomorrow I'm reviewing Tears for Fears. What's unfortunate though is that this is the lowest viewed episode in the series, 1.7 million. And Lynn haters be goddamned, because they can shut the hell up about Lynn now. She's not a trash. She's not that trash character that all you Lynn haters think that she is. Because now we know why she's the way she is in the first place. Alright, I'm Alex Swimmer, aka AP3Gem. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That's it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. I've never had an episode from the show make me so goddamn happy. Like, I cannot wait to watch it again. I'm gonna watch it dozens of more times. Let me know what you thought, and goodbye.